Hello everyone. So starting with the next question of December 2019, question number 33. This question says that it is from information technology. This question says that which of the following statement is or are correct. First is www is a network of network that first started with four computer nodes. Then www is a service that runs on internet. So first we should understand what is www. The full form of www is World Wide Web. What does it mean? www means that it is a network of online content. Like we have our online data. That is called as www. So we have the online data. All the online data is we can denote it in simple terms that it is www. That data is written in some language. So the language that we use to write the data in our internet is called as HTML, which means hypertext markup language. This is the language that we use for creating web pages and web applications. So www is a network of online context. So how we have written that context? We had written it using HTML language. HTML is a full form is hypertext markup language. The next form is which means that HTTP. We have the online data which is called as www. How we have written that data? We have written it with the help of HTML language. And now how we will access that data, like how we will gather that data. That data is gathered using HTTP. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. With help of this, we can access the data which is present in our website. So www is a type of service that run on internet, which we can use to gather our data. So the second statement, www is a service that run on internet is correct. Moving towards the first statement, it says that www is a network of network that first started with four computer nodes. One thing we have to discuss what is node, but before that, this is the definition of a term which is called as ARPA. ARPA is Advanced Research Project Agency, which is connected through four computer nodes. So this is not the definition of www. We have also studied what is the definition of www. So the first statement would be incorrect. Next, what is a node? Node is basically it is a device और डेटा पॉइंट इन अ लार्जर नेटवर्क. बहुत बड़ा नेटवर्क है, उसके जो कनेक्शन पॉइंट्स होंगे दैट आर कॉल्ड एज नोड. So this would be the definition of ARPA, which means Advanced Research Project Agency. That means this statement is wrong and this is correct. So our question is which is correct? So 2 would be the answer, B on this. Moving towards the next question, question number 34. What does it state? It states that which among the following factors are responsible for transgression of ethical principle in research? In our research, any kind of research that we do involve one thing, ethical concern. Ethical concern is basically of two kinds. Like if suppose I am doing my study either on animals or I am doing my study on humans. So my study would be planned in such a way that it should be ethical. Ethical means we are not harming either the animals or we are not harming any human. So this is the ethical consideration that we are not harming. We are not giving any harm to our participants. Those participants can be animal or human. So if we have our human involved in our study, then we have to inform each and everything to those participants that these can be the side effects of this study, these are the benefits of this study. So we have to take the informed consent from that participant that yes, we know each and everything why the study is being performed and what all are the problems that can occur to me by this study and what are the benefits that can occur to me with this study. Next thing is that we have to tell each and everything to these participants in a very simple language. We don't have to ask some difficult question. This should be easy language. So with this, we will see the question that what are the ethical principles में इनमें से क्या क्या points correct है. First is that harm to the patient. Factors कौन से involved है? First, there shouldn't be any harm to the patient. So this factor is involved, harm to the patient. Second is lack of informed consent. Informed consent होना चाहिए हमारे पास. So this is a factor which is involved in ethical consent. Next is not greeting the participant and after the experiment is over. This is not a mandatory criteria. Next, asking difficult questions. These are not the things which come under ethical principles. Usually, two things come: any harm, if there is any harm, that we should tell them, and we should have the informed consent. So our answer would be A and B. So fourth would be the answer of question number 34. Moving towards the next question, which is question number 35. This question states that which of the following is the term signified by the term Hetu in the process of Anumana in our classical Indian school of logic? So our logic include basically that thing, the logic, Indian philosophy is composed of Pramana, and there are six Praman in Indian logic that we have already discussed in question number 22 in very detail. That what are the six ways or six types of Praman? So the one of the type of Praman is Anumana. Anumana means that we have to make inference about anything from our prior knowledge. So what there we have to study what are the what are the what are the steps in Anumana. Then that whenever we are making any inferences about anything using our knowledge, then what are the steps in this? There are basically five steps. First is we have to hypothesize anything. Next is we have to reason why we are hypothesizing it. Next, we have to give some examples. With the help of some examples, we are doing this. Then D would be reaffirmation. Reaffirmation means we have to again confirm that our hypothesis is on a valid example or not. And fourth would be conclusion. These are the five steps which are involved in the process of Anumana. First is hypothesis, second is reasoning, third is example, fourth is reaffirmation, and fifth one is conclusion. All these five steps are represented by one word. Hypothesis is also known as pratijana. Pratijana. This is the term that we use for hypothesis. Reason is represented by the term hetu. Next is example is represented by a term udharana. Udharana is like udharan dena, example dena. Reaffirmation means upannaya. Upannaya. And finally conclusion would be nigamana. Nigmana. So our question is hetu. Which term is used for hetu means reasoning. So the options, the correct option would be statement of reason. Second would be the answer for question number 35. Moving towards the next question, which is question number 36. The question states that there are two statements, assertion and reason. We have to tell which statement is correct. First is information technology is fast becoming very important field of activity in India. Yeah, it's becoming an important field. Next is software is one of the major exports of India, and further India has a very strong base in hardware. This statement is incorrect. Why this statement is incorrect? This statement is incorrect because India have a very good software system. उनका खुद का बहुत अच्छा सॉफ्टवेयर established है, so they can export it. Export is something that we can sell out in different countries, and anything we have excess with us, we can sell it out. India is good in software services, but India is not that much good in hardware services. So they doesn't have a strong base in hardware. That's why this statement is incorrect. So the answer would be 3. A is true, but R is false. With this, thank you.